Today we're talking about the first 5 things to teach your new dog. If you're ready to start training the right way, let's dive in. The sit command is a very important tool to have in your arsenal as a dog owner. To teach the sit command, hold the treats in front of your dog's nose, slowly lift up until their bum touches the floor. Once you've got your dog in the sit position, make sure you reinforce that positively with either a treat or calm, affectionate praise. Repeat this process over and over again to ensure that your dog understands the command. The sit command is really useful for if you're trying to cross a road, you would want him to sit before you cross over so that he doesn't pull you into the road. Similarly, if you're waiting for a bus, you would want your dog to sit and relax. Or if you're chatting to somebody, to a stranger, to somebody asking for directions, you'd expect your dog to sit while you have that conversation. It's also useful to help you teach the down command, because initially we will teach him to sit and then move into the down. The down command is a progression of the sit to help teach more controlled relaxation. This is useful, for example, in the home. When you've told your dog to go to the bed, you expect him to lie down and relax. It can also be useful if you're in a pub, cafe environment, you want to just relax for a little while, have a chat, have a drink, and get your dog to lie down. To teach the down command, we can again use treats. We've already taught the dog the sit command, so now it's just a matter of getting your dog to follow the treat down into that position. For example, if we have treats in this hand, down, we give the down command, the dog follows the treats into that position. Good boy. Bed training is a vital part of training your dog to control their emotions or impulses in a home environment. We could not tell a dog to calm down. It's not something that they normally understand. It's a state of mind and a muscle memory that needs to be learnt. We could start teaching a dog to go to his bed by making it a game, making it all positive and fun, so that they really enjoy going there when told to. It's also important that the dog needs to remain on its bed and only comes off when also given a command. When starting bed training, we can use the lead to guide the dog to the bed and get them to follow a treat. We can also use this to get them off the bed and repeat this process over and over again. Once we've got the dog following us, we can then start to build in the commands. So I use bed to get the dog on the bed and finish to get the dog off the bed. Eventually, once the dog is starting to understand the commands, there'll be very, very little pressure on that lead. So the dog is starting to make his own choices. Once the dog understands the commands and goes back to the bed when told to and comes off the bed when told to, we start to reduce the amount of treats. Basically, it is becoming more of an expectation now that the dog performs these actions and not a bribe. Another important thing to teach your dog is to wait to eat. We need to teach a dog this because we don't want the dog stealing food out of our hands, stealing food off the floor, or jumping up and knocking bowls out of our hands. This is part of teaching the dog basic in-house social skills. He needs to understand that we are in control of his food and he only eats when told to do so. Even if we put food down, the dog should not come for that food until given a command to do so. This way it teaches the dog to eat in a calm and controlled manner and not rush his food. The final command we'll show you today is how to tell your dog to empty or go to the toilet on command. You can use various words for this as long as you are consistent with the word you choose. For example, if we decide to say empty, we must use empty every time. To teach this command, we can go to a designated area, either in your garden or out in the field when you're on a walk, and give the dog the command to go to the toilet. It's important you give the dog a command so that he understands when he is allowed to go to the toilet and when he just needs to walk alongside you. It's really important that once your dog has followed this command and gone to the toilet, that you reinforce this with positive praise or a treat. If you are consistent using the same command every time your dog goes to the toilet, he will perform this action every time. And there you have it. There are the first 5 things we would teach our brand new dog or puppy. If you like the video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe for future content, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.